I'd like to welcome everyone. I really enjoyed the roundtable because the closing words were about what we citizens can do for further development of our region and to enjoy the benefits of this program further on. When we are thinking about it, it's important to ask the question what an organization can do to ensure this. Aaron Tamás's thoughts are here with us. We are in the world to make a home in it. So, this is what the program was serving also, so that we can be at home in this program and we can be at home in our city, and those who visit us should feel at home. A basic tool and instrument for that is to set up a cultural and a creative region. It's an exciting question. How can the Pannonia University contribute to that? If we think about these models, the basic model that I met as a researcher 5 years ago was the so-called creative city, sustainable region model. So this model shows that a region will be creative and sustainable if we consciously develop the creative innovation potential of the region, we build social and relationship capital, and we pay attention to the creativity of the region. There is a study about the Craft Index that includes the idea of a future university. The professor who wrote the study highlights that universities have an important role in the development of the region. So it's our great pleasure that Charles Landry is sitting here among us, and he provides a very serious intellectual background to the program and to this conference, just like to this study, the Craft Index. So in my presentation, instead of summarizing a taxative and quantitative summary about what the program meant for the Pannonia University, I would rather speak about how this transformed our way of thinking and how it provides the basis for the success of our future and what I think about it. And I think this way of thinking and strategy building can have a serious background provided by Charles Landry's Creative City Index. If we look at it superficially, out of a lot of aspects, we could highlight one, the development of talent and education environment. This is what is linked closely to the university's task. However, today, the Pannonia University or any modern higher education institution has more tasks than just providing education. So let's talk about these elements because we are in the same boat. The Pannonia University has in Balaton Almádi also a campus, and we have the regatta also there. So we are literally in the same boat. So let's look at some aspects. Politics and public life. The university has to take on a serious task in shaping the politics and public life. We have to cooperate with the municipalities, communities, self-organized organizations. Regarding the program, the Cultural Capital Program, we have had a lot of cooperation agreements, which were also filled with content. And as part of the Cultural Capital Project, the Universitas Foundation will be even more active in the future. We heard about the volunteering before. So together with the city, we will continue the volunteering in the Universitas Foundation. The university has to take on a role in organizing cultural and art events. We saw a lot of examples of that in the project, the program project. The in the Papír Kutya, we had some discussions, and the Köztér as well. We had a part in organizing these events. We need to create trust, openness, and accessibility. The most beautiful example of that was when, together with the mayor, we opened the gates of the university. So the university campus, as you can see, was completely opened together with the city, not only physically, but also in the spirit of the university. We have more openness, entrepreneurial spirit, and innovation. Regarding the cultural capital project, our economic faculty hosted a lot of international innovation conferences where they could speak about innovation, creativity, and regional development and the relation of all this. To operate this is a beautiful example to have this day, because this afternoon we will also hand over the co-working space in the city, which will provide an opportunity for creative minds using the infrastructure, to use the infrastructure and work together. And strategic planning and vision is also important. We are happy to see that in the region, the mayors are open to share their development sustainable strategies and to shape these strategies together and to participate together in its implementation. There are a lot of aspects in Charles' model, so let's continue. We arrive to the education and educational environment and the development of learning environment. It's very important that the values that are set by the program, how they are reflected in our education system. We started sustainability courses, cultural capital courses, professionalism, efficiency. So the university process is also developed due to the project. In the roundtable, we saw that our goal is to increase the attractivity of the region, and the most important connecting goal for that is to increase and improve the quality of life of the region. And related to that, we have the developments that we implemented at the university regarding HR development and summer camps. The Pannonia University often says that this is the University of the Balaton region, and we often say we are the University of Sustainability as well. So these two, I think these two roles do not contradict each other. It reflects the basic principle to think globally but act locally. So our scientific research results can be well used in these fields in the tasks related to focusing on the development of the Balaton region. It's very important related to creativity to reach the critical mass and the infrastructure question. This is an interesting question for a rural city. For rural cities, we do not reach the critical infrastructure that is typical of the big giga cities and the busy cultural life there. How can we compensate this? We can compensate this with the networking and clustering. So settlements around Veszprém, we connect the settlements around Veszprém, and we reflect this in the model of the university. So we connect our campuses and we connect with our partners. So the question arises, maybe we can see already what we think about how the Pannonia University can serve the success of the program. And let's talk about what benefits we have by operating in this beautiful city. So our ability to attract talent has improved. We talked about this with the mayor as well, that the university can become an internationally acclaimed, successful institute. We can attract international excellent students and professors here if the people who are interested can envision that they are going to spend their everyday life here in wonderful circumstances. And I think the fact that the Pannonia University last year increased the number of students admitted and reached the situation that we filled up the courses so much that we already reached the upper threshold, actually, and we were faced with the consequences and challenges coming from that. This is also due to the fact that the capital cultural capital program improved the reputation and image of the city and the region. Obviously, this program helped a lot with the financing of the university, so the infrastructural developments would not have happened without the cultural capital program. So this cooperation improves the research potential of the university. New research areas appeared in our university. The regional research, innovation research has been strengthened. Our university got a new mission, or researching creative industry, creative economy, and taking a role in these fields. Soon, the Code Digital Center will be handed over soon, and it's our great pleasure to have the trust that we could participate in the professional work, and the university will have an important role in this in the future. Cultural and social enrichment. The series of programs that we started made our university richer, and the work that we have done in the area of sustainability and the dissemination of sustainability could also be expanded due to the program. There's nothing new under the sun, actually, if we look at the European trends and the European expectations. What we actually need to do as a higher education institution, this is exactly that. There is a study that says, that details what will be the tasks of the university of the future in Europe. The most important thought is that universities must be able to increase the resilience of the region and the development of the resilience of the region. In the times of polycrisis, primarily, we need to be aware that our primary task is to increase the resilience of the region and alleviating the problems that the halting of economic development means, the lack of labor force, raising awareness among young people, and obviously an important instrument to tackle this is that we need to have an intense role in education. It's our great pleasure that the enterprises in the region, the president of the chamber, we will be able to set up a platform in which we will see exactly what competencies need to be developed and what is the demand of the enterprises here. And our courses will be developed accordingly as well. Obviously, it's important also what the international trends are and what are the competencies that can be sold in the international markets. And last but not least, this also means that universities must take part in the development of culture or intermediation. So in this presentation, as I mentioned, I wanted to give you a list about what Um, so I wanted to reflect. I wanted to reflect a new way of thinking, and we have already defined how to go on, how to progress. So the Pannon University is member of the European Universities Association, and they have a study about how universities must cooperate. So I want to mention some specifics. Joint strategic planning, we agreed with the mayor. Um, so we agreed with the mayor that we should set up a university board, advisory board, together with the representatives of the city. We will jointly further develop the legacy of the program. We should set up innovation centers and incubator hubs. The startup program is a very good example. This is managed by our university, and also the co-working space that will be handed over today. And a very nice example is the Code Digital Center. So we need to build community commitment. The Pannon University would like to um, continue the volunteer program and support the volunteer work, and we would like to take on other roles. Sustainability initiatives, this is not new to us, this is a well practiced activity, and we want to have more local instances, implementations in this area in the future. So the Veszprém citizens, students can feel the positive impact on that, and also talent management and education, related to which there was a process that was started together with the chamber and enterprises in the region. We started to cooperate with economic stakeholders. We are going to work with them continuously to make sure that those who graduate here should have the right competencies. So thank you very much for your attention and your the honorable opportunity. I hope that I managed to illustrate a little bit that the Pannon University is really grateful for the opportunity to take an active role in the program. And we learned a lot from this cooperation. And based on that, we want to continue our work along these lines and serve the success of this region. Thank you.